my Squidlings, it's Katie here and welcome back to another review video. So today we are going to be reviewing these Russian watercolors. These, of course, I can't read what this says, but according to their website, these are called the Sonnet Watercolors. There are 16 of them in this packaging, and they are 2.5 milliliter full pan Russian watercolors. So the packaging's really nice, aside from this little divot and these sides coming out. This set has seen a lot of use. I took it traveling with me. It's a really great travel set, and I think it's really fun to use. So let's open it up. It actually comes with a little color swatch thing. My paint actually got stuck to it, so you don't want to put it back in there when the paint's wet. Common sense would tell you that, but I don't have much common sense, which is probably a bad thing. So anyway, there are some really pretty colors, and they do actually tell you the color names in English under there. So from the top, we've got Hansa Lemon, Carmine, Regular Blue, Raw Sienna, Yellow Medium, Green Deep, Violet Deep, Burnt Sienna, Orange, Emerald Green, Burnt Umber, Sepia, Red Light, Ultramarine Light, Gold Ochre, and of course Lamp Black. And the cool thing about these is you can actually take these out so they are in their own pans. If you wanted to, you could use this as a mixing well. I didn't do that, but it would be a really good idea, especially for travel. And then of course this does come out as well, so if you don't want to use this, or you know, whatever, I mean, it comes out. So and you can also see that some paper got stuck to my paints, but that's easily gotten off with a little bit of water. But they're really pretty. Alright, so I've already actually done a swatch of these, and here they are. If you want a little bit of it closer up, they're just swatched according to how they are in here. So, you know, just kind of like that, 4x4 grid. They're really pretty. They have a really nice granulation as well. Let's see if you can see that. It's so pretty. A lot of them are really granulated, and I think it's really pretty. One thing I really like is that they include an orange. Not a lot of watercolor sets do. And I don't know, I just think it's really pretty, and this raw sienna is really pretty as well. Some are clearly more transparent than others, and basically how the swatch was done is there was more pigment at the top, and I added water for the rest of it. I'm not gonna do like a swatch test or anything because I already have them swatched out. But I don't know, I think these are really nice, and I feel like these are a really good travel set because, like I said, I did take them traveling, and they're small and compact. They can fit in your purse or your bag, or actually even your pocket if you really wanted to. And you can use this plastic piece as a well or mixing chamber thing, whatever you want to call it. And I think they're really great. They're some of the nicest paints I've tried in a while, aside from the really high end. They're some of the nicest cost-efficient paints I've ever tried. Now, I would not go as far as saying they're student quality, because to me they feel a little bit more artist quality. They are made from hand from finely dispersed pigments, and they have high quality binders. They don't take much work to get onto a brush. You don't even really have to spray the palette. If you don't want to, you can just take like a water brush or just a brush with water and get the pigment off. It's really easy. And then on this little sheet next to the 227, you can see there are 3 asterisks, and those just mean the quality of light fastness. I believe the more stars it has, the more light fast it is, and most of these are really light fast, which is great. And they're really intense colors, which I think is really great, and they're pretty pure. I mixed a lot with these, and I didn't find any nasty muddying, and they're really cost efficient. This set of 16 is only $14, and you get, like I said, a really large pan, especially if you are into pans. I prefer tubes, to be honest, but these pans are really nice. They're really large. They're full pans, like I said, so excuse the dirtiness of this because, like I said, it has been used a lot. It is a very well-loved set. If you're interested in purchasing these, I will leave a link down in the description below. They're at an Etsy store called Pro Art Supplies. They're really awesome, and they have a lot of great products that I think you guys would be interested in as well. So if you want to check them out, you can, because I will have a link in the description. But now we can go on to an illustration, and I will talk to you further about how much I liked these, things I do like, things I don't like, all that stuff. So let's head over there. As I've already expressed, I really enjoy these paints. They mix really nicely and they are really vibrant, which I think is really nice because I really like to paint vibrantly, if you haven't noticed. So I decided to paint, it's really small picture. It's close to an ATC size, which is about trading card size. Just a girl upside down, and she's happy, and she's like holding hearts. I don't know. I really don't know what I was going for, but I liked the idea and I thought it was really cute, so I decided just to do a small little painting. Nothing really special, but I really like the way these colors flow together. You put them in some water and they're really beautiful and they mix really well on the paper. I don't know, I just overall think these are a really great set of watercolors, and you know, for 14 bucks, they're really not that bad. It's really cheap, and I would highly recommend them if you are starting out and you're looking for something that's cheaper, or if you know you're experienced. I would also recommend these because it's a small little set. You can take it with you on the go. And like I said, you can always use the plastic part for mixing. I actually used a separate mixing well, you can see on the screen, just because I had it on hand, but if I was traveling and if I remembered, unlike last time, I would definitely use the little wells that the pans sit in. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can always bring something like the palette I have on screen. They're like $1, you can get them everywhere. But I really like these paints. I don't know, I just think they look really good, and they're fun to use, and yeah. So as far as a rating goes, I would probably rate these a 9 out of 10. They're really good, they're really cost efficient, and they're fun to use, and I would just really highly recommend them. So I hope you take that suggestion to heart. If you want to purchase these, like I said earlier, you can find a link in the description below. Also, if you want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram, my links are in the description, as well as a link to my art store if you want to purchase any art, both original and prints. Also, if you haven't already and you want to be part of our cute little squid pod, don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, guys, toodaloo! This is a new character of mine. I designed her on the way to one of my trips back in July, and I haven't done anything with her. She doesn't even have a name. If you guys